What's up, Gemmers? Graded Gems here. I'm back and I've got another PSA return for you guys today. Hoping to do a little bit better than the last return. If you guys saw my last video, I had combined the second half of the previous video with that one. So last video was actually like 1.5 returns. The half did pretty well, but the full return, I got 0 10s, which has never happened to me before. I was looking at those cards and I'm really thinking about submitting them for review. However, I've heard recently that review takes a super long time. If you didn't know, you can send in your your cards for review, like anything under a 10, or well, you could send in your 10 for a review. I'm sure. I don't know what they would do with that, but essentially they'll look at your card within the slab, and if they think it deserves a higher grade, they'll bump it up. But I've heard that they're super backlogged with it. Actually not heard, like I spoke to one of the representatives and they're extremely backlogged with that. So I have a feeling that any services that you sent in for review, or maybe cross grading from BGS or BCG or any other type of grading company, you're gonna be having a bad day. So let's get started. Hoping for at least 110. Of course, looking for some more, but I don't want another return with a bunch of high value cards with all 9s. Like that last video hurted because it was like 90% 9s. I'm like, these 9s are just as good as any other 10. So let's get started. We have a very nice, a PSA Mint 9 Majestic Star Dragon. So I remember this guy was super clean, like perfectly well sent, like perfect centering, perfect back. That's just some dust. So that's unfortunate and a little worrying, because is there anything wrong on the holo? I don't really think so. So that's unfortunate. This definitely deserves a Gem Mint 10. So maybe I will send this in for review alongside a lot of the other cards. But we'll see. I don't want to be waiting like half a year for stuff like this. But yeah, this is one of the 4 famous ghost rares that are not found in you cannot find a first edition box from the set. So this comes from Stardust Overdrive, and that was never printed in a first edition box. You know, your regular first edition run boxes, and then you'll have a bunch of like 2 times more runs for unlimited editions. This never got that, so instead they were promoting the tins at the time, and to do so they only put the first edition packs in those tins. However, those tins only contained maybe 1 or 2 of first edition packs. The other sets were Ancient Prophecy, I think that's Ancient Fairy Dragon, the Duelist Genesis, which had the Stardust, Crossroads of Chaos, which had the Black Rose, and of course Stardust Overdrive for the Majestic Star Dragon. So definitely be seeing these to go up in the near future. They are extremely difficult to find, and something that, is just, you won't be able to pull them out of boxes, so it's much harder. So let's see what we got next. We have a Mint 9 Red Eyes Black Dragon. So very nice. However, again, not looking for those 9s. Really well centered, perfect centering, very strong 9. Hurts, but that's okay. Come on, let's get a 10. We got a Mint 9 Gaia the Fierce Knight. Oh man. So I'm a little bit concerned of our start. It looks like maybe the guy who did my last return also did this one. So we'll see. Gaia the Fierce Knight. Haven't had much luck selling them, actually. I was putting up one for sale, and I think I put it for 600, but no one seemed to be too interested in it. So it might be one of those ultras from LOB that no one really wants. Like, I'm trying to think if there's even lower demand Ultra. Can't really think of one, but I'm surprised. Gaia the Fierce Knight was shown a lot in the anime and stuff like that. So yeah. So let's see what we got. We got a near mint to mint 8 Gaia the Fierce Knight. So that's even worse. Centering is definitely off on this one. So okay, I can see why they did that. Makes sense. And I don't think this is a kind of look. Oh, it's a. Oh, this is a wavy Gaia. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's a wavy Gaia. So that's pretty cool. Didn't know I had one of those. What up? What else? Oh, Dark Paladin from... Oh, the corrected Dark Paladin. Another corrected Dark Paladin. I had bought, I think 6 of these. 2 in the last couple of months. And 4 a long time ago. And this one, unfortunately, got the mint 9 again. Not again. This is the first time sending it in. But I already sold... I think one of my other mint 9s. That's, you know, I need that money for that house fund. So got a very good price for it. I think I got 2.3k, which in my opinion is very, very fair. Of course, the ceiling for this card is extremely high. Cards like this, very unique, good storyline, and just iconic overall. Alright, can we get our first 10? We have a mint 9 Stardust Dragon Ghost Rare. So, no 10s as of yet, guys. Again, super clean holo. Do you guys see anything wrong with that holo? And again, so hard to find these guys in gem mint quality. It is extremely difficult. I've bought tons of Stardusts, and they just do not come like you can ask the seller for numerous photos, and I guarantee you more than 50% of the time, even after a crazy pre-screening, you'll find something on it, and it's always on that holo. This one, actually, the seller sent me a video which really helped, but I've had videos sent to me before for prior Stardusts or Black Rose Dragons, and when I got them in the mail, they had flaws on them. So you can't do too much about that. It's just such a difficult card to actually see any flaws, it's a very difficult card to not have any flaws whatsoever on the Ghost Rare holo. So what do we got? What do we got next? We have an excellent to mint 6 Trihorn Dragon. Oh boy. We're getting really hammered on these grades, guys. Thought maybe I saw something. I'm not quite sure. It looks like there's a little bit of discoloration there, but... Oh, maybe on the right side here, I see it. There's a little bit of a bend there. So, yeah, that makes sense. I guess I'm still surprised, though, that... I don't really care if it's a 6 or a 7 or an 8, but... it is surprising to me that that bend would knock it down to a 6, but I've heard stuff like that before, where tiny, I don't know if that's a crease, that's a bend, but creases or dents will just kill your grade immediately. So what do we have next? We have a near mint to mint 8 Gaia the Dragon Champion. Would love to get one of these in Gem Mint 10. I love the holo pattern on this card. It's extremely... I love how there's only, if you're talking about first print boxes, not first print boxes, wavy boxes, and glossy boxes, there's only, in all wavy boxes, there are no Gaias, right? You should know this. There's no Gaia the Dragon Champions in any wavy boxes, okay? And then with the glossy boxes, you only half of them have Gaia the Dragon Champion. So, in essence, this only comes in 1/3 of the supply. Of course, that's not exactly true because there are less wavy boxes out there. But in general, it's half the supply of a glossy box. But then on top of that, you have the supply of wavy boxes that just do not have this card in it. So I think Gaia is definitely one of those extremely expensive cards. It should be going up in the future. If you have a 10, hit me up, let me know. And or just hold it. It'll definitely go up. Let's see. So again, super clean card. What do we have? We have a we have a near mint 7 LOB Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm tongue twisted today. So trying to remember which one this was. I bought a few of them. Don't actually. Oh, please tell me it's not like damage at the bottom. Oh, it is. Oh man. Again, I don't recall buying one that has some whitening, but you never know. All right, well, I'm always afraid sending like expensive stuff like this to PSA because you never know what, like with their whole new casing, they've been known to damage things, or you know, have that spot on the back. I'm still surprised that this is a 7. Like the back looks really clean. Other than that tiny bit of whitening there. And at the same time, I'm just hoping that this wasn't one of those like clean cards that I had gone and they clipped at the edge. So what else do we have? We have a near mint to mint 8 Monster Reborn. So yeah, it looks like I definitely got the same grader, or I don't think I got the same grader, guys. I was just kidding with that, but I'm pretty sure PSA is doing some pop control on their stuff. So yep, very iconic card, very overpowered. I still remember when they brought Monster Reborn back off the ban list. I was like, wow, Yu-Gi-Oh has really power creeped itself. So what else do we have? We have a Gem Mint 10 Honest. Wow. All right, there we go. That's an amazing 10 to hit, guys. Gem Mint 10 Honest. And this, in my opinion, is like one of the hardest. Like, I think right now there are like an okay amount of ghost rares for in PSA 10s, but in general, ghost rares are just super hard to come by, especially in Gem Mint 10, and even more difficult to find them in like raw, minty condition. So, wow, that's an amazing card. I'm thinking price-wise, this is probably like, I'm probably not going to sell this for quite some time. I really like, if I'm going to start collecting ghost rares, it's an extremely expensive road to go down, but it's one that myself and a few others on Instagram are definitely trying to acquire as many of these as possible, because you know, the pull rate is low, the grade ability is super low. Like, this, in my opinion, is one of the only cards that I could compare to Pokemon grading, whereby it's just Pokemon. You'll see the population report. There's hundreds of cards graded, and yet, like, percentage-wise to how many 10s there are, it's very minimal. Same with ghost rares. There's not many people send them in, mainly because they're probably not going to get 10s. And in fact, it's funny because I noticed recently that the trending of ghost rares is that people are willing to buy 9s, while for even LOB stuff, unless it's the big 4-5 cards, not too many people care about the 9s. They'll pay you maybe a little bit over what a raw mint card sells for, which is good. That's kind of where Pokemon's at. You know, if you have a mint card versus a PSA 9 mint card, you're not going to get much of a price jump. But for ghost rares, if you get a mint 9 for ghost rares, people are willing to pay premiums for it because it is just harder to get mint 9s. So let's see, what else we have. We have an excellent to mint 6 Black Rose Dragon. Are you kidding me? There is no way. There's no way there's a dent on this. Okay, there's a scratch there. I do see that scratch. But come on. Oh my lord. Okay, so, I see. Okay, I do see a couple, like, there's one scratch there, 2, and 3. But still, that is surprising to get a mint or an excellent 6. Oh my god, no. Alright, maybe I will... You know what? I think after this return, I'm only going to be starting to send to PSA. I'm not sure yet. I'll talk about it later, but this is like the 4th time this has happened. In fact, I've gotten a gem mint twice with this same damage to it. And I know for a fact that they do not have it because I've checked my videos when like my I guess like because I take videos just to keep track of like the condition and stuff like that. So, and I'm glad I did, because this is definitely not there. This is a gem mint, or this is not a gem mint. This is a very clean copy. I'm surprised I got the 6, but with even that little bit of damage that they did, oh man, that is brutal. I don't even know what to do now, because you know, you send in cards and you expect them to be encapsulated properly. Like, you know, if a grader doesn't agree, or you know, they're you know, tight on population control, fine, I get it. But if you're gonna damage the card, that's another story. This is the 4th time this has happened on the same spot. It's always like smack in the middle of the back, a tiny bit of whitening. I have no idea how that happens. And yeah, and I've gone 2 gem mint 10s that have that before, right at the same spot. Oh, that's so unfortunate. All right, so looks like this submission isn't doing too well. Not too happy about that. We have a near mint 7 LOB Blue Eyes first edition. So again, very amazing card, by the way, guys. Like, I don't personally like the artwork that much. Like I think it's cool. I think it's definitely one of the better Blue Eyes artworks. Much better than the LOB Dark Magician artwork versus the starter deck one. But yeah, that's just unfortunate. Not sure what to say. Okay, so not doing too well, guys. What else we have? We have a near mint to mint 8 right leg of the Forbidden One. Okay, another very beautiful card. I'm worried. I'm hoping I don't see more of these. And it's not on every card. I notice it's only on a couple that have that little bit of whitening at the top of the back. So we have a mint 9 Dark Magician from starter deck Yugi. Really want this guy in a 10. Like, SDK Blue Eyes is a must, of course, but I think this is also a must in every series collector's collection. They should have one of those. We have a mint 9 on the Dark Magician Girl, Magician's Force. Very nice, very nice. Definitely OC a little bit, top to bottom, so agree with that grade. I think Dark Magician Girls go for what, like around 3,000 now? I saw someone putting up a poll about... No... I don't know if that's the same thing I'm talking about, but it's just eerie how literally there's like no whitening anywhere, and it's always there. All right, near mint to mint 8, another right leg of the Forbidden One. I remember I don't know if it was Thug Noodles or someone else who was like really looking for, I think it was the left leg actually. Maybe that one is the more difficult one to grade. We have a near mint 7 left leg of the Forbidden One. Jesus. Oh, okay, this one deserves a 7. So, come on, there's some edge wear there. I do believe that this was not PSA's like encasings faults, process faults. It's funny how this one is so dark. Almost looks like a premium gold hollow foil here. But near mint 7, definitely pretty low actually, even with the edge wear at the top. I don't think there's anything else wrong with this. Well centered. So yeah, super strict on grades, guys. Maybe they're just using all my returns as a way to pad the report. Okay, we have another near mint 7 LOB Blue Eyes. This is crazy. Okay, yeah, this is not in great condition. I definitely know that some of the LOB Blue Eyes that I bought recently, I was thinking they were not gem mint quality, but I was still hoping that maybe one or two could get over a 7, because I think all of them have been 7 so far. So yep, here mint 7, and I think this is definitely one of the worst conditions ones. The other two were much better, so I'm surprised those two didn't get an 8 at least, or a 9. But yeah, can't do too much about that. So only 110, guys. So what do we have? A mint 9 Lackluster Soldier. Chaos. Invasion of Chaos. Very nice. Well-centered card. I think we only have a couple of more cards left. So let's see what we have. We have a... Oh man! Dark Palette. I didn't know I sent 2 in this submission. Holy cow, that's... I mean, like... I'm speechless. Wow. I was like, oh man, like, I sound kind of sad in this video. Maybe I shouldn't post this up, but I have to, like, even if the video, like, even if I'm not too happy in the video, like, you gotta post this. Like, there's not enough, there's only very few videos that show someone getting a Dark Paladin Magician Source. And who knows, this card may go up even further in the future. I have no... I have a lot of confidence in this card. I think for the most part, most people do as well. And you know, judging by the market, people are still willing to shell out the big money for this. So I finally got this in a Gem Mint 10. That is super awesome. Wow, amazing. Holy cow. Jeez. And it's weird, I tried to send these recent ones in to get the new label, but I couldn't find it, even on the population report. Or no, I found it on the population report, but when I was entering the, like, these names in, I couldn't find it. I just kept, like, I find PSA's, I guess, like, online data entry area. Oh, please don't tell me there's anything bad at the top. Okay, good. Yeah, what a yikes that would be if, like, I got a 10 on this and it's like those other 2 10s that had a bit of whitening. Oh my god, I would definitely send them an angry email. But yeah, I couldn't find the, like, maybe I'm searching up the wrong thing. I thought I could find it just like Dark Paladin, MFC, Magician's Force. I could not find it. Maybe I had to type in, like, corrected. I feel like I tried that too. I couldn't find the actual the new label in which they are categorizing this card versus the regular uncorrected art profile. All right, what else? We've got 2 more cards. That was a great 10 to hit. We have a nice, a Gem Mint 10 left arm of the Forbidden One. Very sweet. And this is a wavy print, so adds to that premium, of course. Nice. So that was great. I'm glad I got another Gem Mint 10. I seem to be able to get quite a few limbs. I have 3 limbs now. I think I have the right arm, the left arm, and... Oh wait, no. I only have 2, I guess. I thought I had a leg, but I guess not. Very nice. And this is a faded one, so... I discussed this, and someone else discussed this in another video as well, how maybe the cards for LOB, MRD, like just faded cards in general, probably have a lower chance of getting 10s. I think they go by, I'm not 100% sure, and I have asked the representatives and they can't tell me either. They just told me the grading standards are standardized, and they take in every aspect, including coloring of the card. But obviously this is quite a bit faded compared to this. Oh wait, no. I guess I should be comparing it to this. If you can see the color differentiation, it's quite obvious. So That's good. Let's see. What is our last card? Can we get the third gem in 10? We can! Majestic Star Dragon Ghost Rare First Edition. Wow, that... Man, we were like super like going down in terms of energy, in terms of grading, in terms of happiness, whatever you want to say. But you know, those last 3 cards as well as that's weird. They put... So these 3 cards were in a separate box. And I'm pretty sure I didn't send it in this order, actually. That is super weird. What a strange return. I was definitely wondering if I should post this up, because I was like, oh man, it's not many good cards, plus, you know, like, you know, I'm not too happy. But, you know, with these last 3 cards, plus that Honest, in my opinion, I still don't agree with a lot of the grades that they gave. But in general, there's just so much value in these last 4 cards that it's hard to complain. Like, I was gonna complain if I just got this, especially with so many good cards. And the biggest qualm I have is I'm worried that they are damaging cards. And you know what? I might have a plan as to what I'm gonna do about that. We'll see. But yeah, this was a pretty good return in terms of value, because you're not gonna find this. This is a very low population card and forever will be, because of this will be like within 20 population. Like, it's not 20 pop right now, for sure it's not. But I mean, like, in the long run, it's gonna take forever for this to get to pop 20. So for Ghost Rare collectors, and you know, as the market diversifies, or not even diversifies, matures, like, people will realize that those tin Ghost Rares and Ghost Rares in general just so hard to pull, for one. And then if you add in the extra layer of difficulty to attain raw copies that only come in tins, that's another layer. Add in the difficulty of grading. Well, you know, like, I don't want to... I must sound like a broken record, but I'm preaching Ghost Rares, guys. Not just because I have them, but because they are damn hard to grade. Yeah. Amazing card. Fantastic. Glad I own one. We'll be holding on to this. Sorry, Gezi. Alright, well, not sure what I'll be doing with these other cards here. I'm sure I'll be selling some of them. So please follow me on Instagram. Check out my eBay. Links will all be in the description. And hopefully I'll get another video to you guys soon. And hopefully we'll get another great return again. Haven't had an amazing one in a while. So here's hoping. Take care, guys.